Hello, Leo, and welcome to your horoscope reading at the Oracle of Atlantis. This reading is set to be aired during Libra season, or it is Libra season at this moment. So, Libra season is connected to balance and harmony, marriage and partnership, justice, and karma. The current phase of the moon, we have the waxing crescent in Sagittarius. The affirmation being adventures find me everywhere. Your eyes are on the horizon, and perhaps when you get there, the one after that, this is a time in which you travel hopefully. This can be connected to the energy of impulse. That is from the Moon Oracle. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning member, welcome back. This reading should resonate with you for the most part. Keep in mind it is a collective reading. If it doesn't resonate with you at this time, you may want to check your natal chart and look into whatever your Jupiter energy zodiac is connected to that moon in Sagittarius, or any of the other readings I have uploaded, as they're all timeless. So we're going to start your reading today with the Druid Animal Oracle to see the first thing that you need to be made aware of. So we did have the fox on the pre-shuffle. So foxes can be connected to using our wit, cleverness. Can also be a bit of deception around us, perhaps. But let's see, what does Leo need to know at this time? We have the otter. Playfulness, curiosity, perhaps, exploring. We do have that Sagittarius's energy. So Sagittarius's house in the astrological wheel is actually connected to goals, accomplishments, desires, connected to the archer hitting his target. Dobran, which is the Gaelic term for otter. Dobran. I actually like the sound of that. Joy, playful, helpfulness. Dobran invites us to play, to go with the flow of life and experience, to become a child again. Allow yourself the freedom and pleasure of relaxing and letting go of all your daily concerns. Dobran could be prompting you to take a day or weekend out of your usual routine to do something purely for fun. We have 114, and I'm kind of getting that energy of karmic balance and realignment. With that 114, I'm getting the energy of temperance. So this making time for play, things to have fun that aren't like a responsibility necessarily, are going to help you keep the balance at this time, perhaps. Your practical self may tell you you cannot afford the time, but deep down you know that you need to take care of yourself to be of real value to others. Someone may even be coming into your life who will show you how to play again, something you may have forgotten as you accepted the responsibilities of growing up. Dobran shows us that being playful can even lead us to catch the salmon, the fish prized by the Druids as the totem of wisdom. Drawing this card also confirms in us the sense that we are truly protected. That's funny, the underlying energy. You have the hind, I think it's hind, which is basically like a baby deer, I believe, but it is white. It's kind of connected to the childlike spirit, the innocence and purity of our childlike essence, if you will, which can be deeply connected to that playful kind of joy energy, right? Purity of heart and spirit here. The salmon, the Gaelic term for salmon is Braden, connected to wisdom, inspiration, and rejuvenation, just because it spoke of that otter catching the salmon. Salmon can be connected to the Queen of Cups type of energy, or the High Priestess, emotions, intuitions, and feeling. But there is the name Braden, so that may have some significance for some. And just have the energy of somebody coming back into our lives, or coming into our lives. The fox spirit can be connected to diplomacy, cunning, and wildness. I was just being drawn to that wildness, right, with that otter spirit. Exploration, exploring. So the Hind or Elid, subtlety, gracefulness, and femininity. This could even be connected to play as in some sort of form of creation, like art, creating something, getting creative here. But obviously everyone's energy is going to be different. What kind of brings you joy, makes you laugh wholeheartedly, or from like a kind of pure heart space here, if you will. Let's get into the learning tarot cards to see the energies surrounding you at this time. What are the current energies surrounding Leo at this time? So this could be currently transpiring or already has transpired. It could be about to, but it's kind of in your energy field. Situations, energies that might pop up. Leo, we have the Hierophant, number 5. Fives can be connected to that house of Leo, which is actually the house of pleasure and joy. So that's no surprise, it's kind of coming out. It's almost like getting back to your original energy here with that white hind or hind. The Hierophant, which can be connected to tradition, institutions, traditional values, conventional conformity, marriage, commitment, religion, beliefs, knowledge, sharing, social groups, education, and knowledge. We have the Venus and Taurus's energy with the throat chakra. So the throat chakra can be about seeking truth, speaking truth, practicing truth. I choose which traditions I embrace and how I do it. So the Hierophant is definitely a card of beliefs, where your kind of beliefs and moral compass lies, what you're okay with, what you're not okay with. There may be a need to set some boundaries here, and you may be able to do it very subtly with that Venus energy. You have this kind of connecting more to the feminine, subtlety, grace, using your wits. We have the Knight of Pentacles, so this definitely could be, this is what's clarifying the Hierophant. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to be. This can be somebody who's slow and methodical. The Knight of Pentacles is an energy of slowly putting one foot in front of the other. It's building and investing in yourself, your path here. Patience, perseverance, unexpected source of money or income. Time heals all wounds. Reliable, patient, conventional, trustworthy, hardworking people. Someone who perseveres to reach a goal. We have Saturn in its planet of Capricorn with the heart chakra. Karmic routine or karmic balance with that Capricorn, Saturn's energy. But there's a call to routine here. There may be some routines that are benefiting you and some that aren't. I'm just being drawn to you have Taurus and Capricorn's energy. The only earth sign you're missing technically is Virgo, and Virgo is all about discipline and perfectionism. Which could be connected to that Knight of Pentacles a little bit as well, taking the time. But it's kind of missing here, so there may be a little bit of self-discipline that's well, I was gonna say missing, but your kind of advice is playing, right? But this could go the other way as well. If you're kind of having a lot of fun and losing responsibilities here, it may be time to connect back more into the routine of things that need to be taken care of here. Something could be revealed to you through the Hierophant as well, through some sort of traditions, perhaps connected to a Knight of Pentacles type of energy. So the Knight of Pentacles, I mean, it could be anybody. between like later child years and late adult years, like senior. This could be a young adult, could be a teenager, right? But this person could definitely be an earth sign, but like I said, could also be very kind of slow. Like maybe they're not growing as fast as you'd like them to, or maybe if this is the case, this could also be you, Leo, right? But you're also being asked to take your time out and focus on things that kind of also celebrate life as well. This is leading to some sort of action, right? We have the Eight of Wands. Connected to the solar plexus, Mercury, which is the planet of thought, and Sagittarius' energy. Hastiness, speed, progress, movement, action, rushing, exciting times, travel, freedom, holiday romances taking off. Gaining momentum, ahead, thinking on your feet, hard work paying off, results, solutions, and energetic. It's interesting because I did bring up there could be some energies that are from the past, some that have yet to unfold, right? Like this is the energy where this is kind of all leading towards. So you did have the Hierophant and the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is always riding a horse, and a horse can't carry a whole lot of things with them. And the Hierophant was speaking of going through certain laws, traditions, kind of finding yourself and what you believe outside of what you've just been perhaps taught to believe, which is going to lead you in some sort of direction into action here with a clearer perspective. It's almost like this slower moving energy will pick up whatever that energy is in your circumstance. What else? Leo. We have a call to rest with the Four of Swords. Jupiter and Libra. So Jupiter is the planet of Sagittarius, which is all about growth, faith, and expansion. We have that throat chakra coming through again, seeking for the truth here. But there could be a balancing and expansion within your own faith and beliefs. Fear, anxiety, stress, feeling overwhelmed, mental overload, needing solitude, relaxation, rest, peace, quiet, sanctuary, meditation, and regrouping. Healing or hospitalization, introspection, and planning for the future. And healing or hospitalization, I kind of threw that in there because it's like, if we don't take the time to rest and do the healing, that's when we end up kind of in the hospital. You have the Three of Cups with friendship. Mercury coming through again in Cancer's energy with the third eye chakra. Reunions, celebrations, parties, socializing, gatherings, indulgence, festivals, festivities, gatherings, happiness, wedding, engagement, party, graduation, baby shower, happy times. So it's almost like the energy will pick up here, or is going to start moving fast. There may be a lot of things. I mean, getting closer towards the end of the year, there's a lot of holidays and stuff that come up, maybe social gatherings, things of that nature. But you're really being reminded to kind of rest in between when you can here. Perhaps when these celebrations this could like kind of burn you out a little bit. It's almost like these are the two energies that need to be kept in balance here, right? You have kind of like social activities, engagements, energy, emotional commitments, and then resting and balancing that energy, kind of finding your groove here. So let's get into the Star Codes Astro Oracle to get a card of advice for harmonizing the energy and relieving any tension. What is the action and advice for Leo at this time? The Hierophant, the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, Four of Swords, and Three of Cups. Purity and playfulness. Oh, look at that. Your own energy came out. Leo. What was Leo? Sorry. Shine. And then you have debilitated with discomfort, card number 14. And you did have that number 114 coming through. And it's interesting because I'm just noticing 1 plus 4 is a 5, right? And Leo's number is number 5. It is the 5th zodiac sign. And it rules the 5th house, I believe. The first house is connected to Aries energy, which is the fire sign that comes before Leo, which is all about the self as well, inherited traits, fight or flight responses. And by fight or flight responses, there could be certain things, obviously, that trigger you to stand up, and then there's certain things that probably make you want to, like, get away from the situation that you're uncomfortable with, right? That's kind of connected to the self. And then you have number 4, which is that Cancer's energy. Cancer is home, family, and upbringing, the laws and traditions of the home, of our kind of who we are, if you will. Some of that maybe needs to adapt and change. You did have that Hierophant coming out with choosing which kind of laws and traditions you carry forward with you. But this almost has the energy of embracing self and family to get back your inner shine here, your shimmer. I think that's what it's called on Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar, which is a Kirsten Wiig movie. Take your space, be visible, light up the room, but also honor the light within others. Leo asks you to be the hearth fire of the situation. Hold other people's attention, not just for your own ego, but for their benefit, as an actor or teacher would do. Warm their lives and be the person that people gather around to share stories. Bask in the sun, cultivate your community with love. Share the bounty of your culture. Renew your spirits by living life to its fullest. Be honest rather than modest. Dramatize the situation to get your point across. Just be sure to track where the truth ends and hyperbole begins. Exaggeration begins. Connect to your expression and creative process to real feelings and honest facts. Teach, share, be generous with what you know, are, and have, and know that those actions attract the love and appreciation you need. Then offer that same level of attention to others, and they will love you for it. People deeply appreciate being seen by you. Learn when to shine and when to step back and center another person, idea, or community. A challenge. If you're acting from a place of soul hunger, you can mistakenly think that any attention from others will fill that gaping hole. Not all attention is good attention. Stubbornness, the fear of being wrong, or the desire to be seen as the leader may blind you to what is urgently needed. Melodrama can disconnect you from the real feelings involved. The gift of Leo. Love. Leo rules the heart. So bring your energy and intention into your heart and let this chakra become a beacon. Honor the heart within each person you meet and watch the dynamics shift. It's kind of like honoring the light and kind of shadow within you, the more positive traits as well as like the fears and insecurities, and then recognizing that those insecurities as well as confidences reside in other people as well. So making a little more space, holding their attention, but perhaps because they need somebody to listen to them, right? But also kind of, you may be the type of person that can kind of help either give good advice or kind of, try to crack a joke or something and try to make light of the energy. This time, you're the invaluable sidekick. This is not your game, but you have a lot to contribute nonetheless, and the long-term benefits will be worth your efforts. Learn and listen rather than assert yourself and your opinions. Use your strength and leadership skills to support and center another person or project. We have number 44. So 4 is again with that Cancer's energy, heart, home. 4s are also, even though Leo said is connected to the heart chakra, the 4th chakra is actually the heart chakra. The 5th chakra is the throat chakra. Leo, I would actually see connected more than anything to the solar plexus chakra, which is in between the navel, the belly button, and the heart space. It's the upper abdomen. And it's supposed to be where like joy and confidence kind of stems from. It is very much Leo's energy. Leo's energy is said to light up a rune much like a sun does, right? Like the sun illuminates day. Doesn't necessarily have to resonate with everybody because we're all a culmination of a bunch of different zodiac energies and planetary influences. Learn and listen rather than assert yourself in your opinions. Use your strength and leadership skills to support and center another person or project. Pass the ball to someone who is in a position to run with it. Back up a leader. Do the work behind the scenes. Oh, sorry, 44. So that was that Cancer's energy, home, family, hearth, upbringing, kind of heart and soul type of energy. 4 plus 4 is an 8, which is Scorpio's energy. Scorpio comes right after Cancer on the zodiac wheel and is kind of life, death, and rebirth. I'm actually seeing Scorpio's energy in here a lot more than Cancer's, just in the 3, because it does represent life, death, and rebirth. But it can also represent the evolution in some aspect of another, whether it's your spirit, whether it's your emotions, whether it's your life. Put it into your scenario. But Pluto's energy is transformation. It can also be connected to death, right? So the loss of things, people, places. You do have the 4 swords here, which very much could be. I mean, this card, you have to admit, it doesn't necessarily look like a coffin, but it kind of totally reminds me of a coffin. And bolster the team. Back up a leader, do the work behind the scenes, and bolster a team. If you're not ready to do this work, you can pass the ball and leave the field, but consider redefining your idea of success. Stay here and you can grow needed skills. Expand your repertoire and contacts and build up trust among others who can help you in the future. Everything you learn, all the contacts you make, prepare you for when it's your turn. Whether you're an artist among the engineers or a linebacker among the ballerinas, you may struggle to apply your talents in this situation. In these moments, it's easy to slip into self-pity and self-doubt. You are being challenged to grow in ways you can't predict. You're being asked to diversify, stretch, and strengthen your weak muscles. So that could be the muscles that you feel sort of, I want to say inadequate. It's probably the wrong phrase to use, but that can be any muscle, and that could even be just the mind, right? Or a particular skill, or whatever the case may be in your own kind of scenario. Only you can decide if it's time to take that challenge, but this experience also encourages you to appreciate what you bring to the table, even when nobody else notices. Let's get some more guidance and advice with the Akashic Truth Oracle cards. Any relationship or general advice for Leo? So this could be any relationships that you're struggling with. platonic, family, friends, spouse, or just guidance in general, we have peaceful. Applying honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Open up, for the best is yet to come. We have connections with the butterfly. How do you move forward toward your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest if it's piqued by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. Follow these routes will help you discover your life's purpose, which is kind of interesting with that. It's kind of what I'm getting from these cards. I mean, like, these are the energies that actually came out, but this is the energy behind it, so it's almost like following these routes, following this path, one foot in front of the other, is going to lead you into your soul's purpose here, and then you'll know where to invest this energy. So let's pull an angel number message for you at this time. Angel numbers for the Leo collective that they may be seeing recently or frequently or soon to see. Angel numbers and affirmations. So the first one, we have number 2. I am diplomatic. You have great talent for finding solutions. Your intuitive and unbiased nature allow you to see all sides of any situation and advise others towards the most fair and beneficial outcome. I am diplomatic. Such a Libra energy coming through. Which I guess, where did you have, oh, was it? No, it was the Hierophant. That's kind of funny. They're both in churches too, now that I'm thinking about it. So you have Taurus's energy and Libra's energy. And Venus rules both Taurus and Libra. I just never really paid notice because this Hierophant very much represents like a church or a cathedral or something. And then you have 4 swords with the stained glass in the background, which is very much reminds me of a church as well. But house number 2 can be connected to that Taurus energy, which is personal values and self-worth, which is very much what the Hierophant is. Finding that balance with Venus's energy, or with Libra's energy. You may want to look into what zodiac sign resides in your Venus energy, and look into readings from myself or even other readers out there once in a while. We have 88 with I am wealthy. The year of the dragon. You are on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant spiritual life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which bring financial and material abundance into your life. I am wealthy. That is the affirmation. So if you're seeking to grow your finances, you may want to work with that affirmation. I am diplomatic. Oh, that diplomatic with that, you have that Libra energy or Taurus energy. Diplomacy is very much a Libra thing, right? Hearing both sides of the stories, getting to the bottom of it, having an unbiased kind of opinion, getting to the facts of the matter. Some sort of justice, but having a fair kind of perspective of all the, like, gathering the facts, I guess, if you will, before making a final decision here about something. It's kind of like if you have like two friends that are going at war with each other, right? Like finding a diplomatic approach to kind of diffuse the situation instead of like being dragged into the chaos of perhaps agreeing with people. But you did have the energy of listening as well coming through in a couple of your cards, using that Leo energy to kind of listen or help people feel listened to, at least. So let's pull the closing message with the Avalon Magic Oracle. Leo. What is the closing message for the Leo collective? Debilitating discomfort. It's really weird because that's going to be something that makes you feel really uneasy, right? And you might be the person that's able to kind of like crack a laugh or a joke or distract from whatever the discomfort is. But if you can't, don't be too hard on yourself either. When you allow your inner light to shine and connect with your divine spark, there is a surge of love, of self, that can override all fear. When you allow your inner light to shine and connect with your divine spark, there is a surge of love, of self, that can override all fear. I want to listen to music. I'm kind of getting the energy of like love songs. It's almost weird because it's almost like there's something that needs to be like broken open, if you will. I'm just noticing, like, in the card he's playing a harp here, right? Harps can play beautiful music. They can also play like melancholy or sad music, but that might strike an emotion or reawaken something. It's like connecting with the heart instead of the ego, which is where you truly shine, which isn't always an easy thing to do. When you allow your inner light to shine and connect with your divine spark, there's a surge of love of self that can override all fear. This almost sounds like when you go into like adrenaline mode. Like when something pisses you off so bad you can't see straight anymore, you're just in fucking rage. Kind of reminding me of that Knight of Pentacles. Very calming energy, though. On your soul's journey, you need to lose yourself so you can find yourself again. Follow your dreams. Get lost, babe. It's totally from the Moana 2 from Disney. I don't know if I mentioned earlier that Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar is a movie as well. Oh, I think I did. Yeah, I was totally getting a get lost, babe. This is bat goddess chick who helps her get lost so she can give up control a bit so that she can flow with life a little easier. That is the reading I have for you. On your soul's journey, you need to lose yourself. Which kind of makes sense why that Hierophant is there. It's like divine protection and guidance with that Hierophant's energy through a bit of chaotic energy that you may feel lost within, right? And just kind of seeing this butterfly, almost like you can imagine it kind of like in a tornado, kind of flapping about all over the place. But it said when it does that, the wings strengthen. So maybe some confusion or conflict at this time, but it's actually strengthening your own character and resolve to bring you back to your own center. Because it did speak of bringing other people back to their center in their times of need, but you also need to remember to bring yourself back to your own center, which is taking time out for yourself, perhaps to reflect, meditate, be alone, to calm the energies. Life can be sort of easy when we have a lot of people, a lot of things going on within our life, because there's always something distracting us from being alone with ourselves. But one distraction after the next isn't really going to help clear any energy. There's a need to find peace within your own self here, and some sort of joy and laughter again with that otter's energy. Seeking new opportunities, perhaps, even because the otter is also a very skilled hunter and swimmer. But yeah, that is the reading I have for you. Welcome the solitude. It's time to replenish your weary soul. That's so funny that was there. Just flip the deck over from the Avalon Magic. Welcome the solitude. It's time to replenish your weary soul. It's like taking time to be by oneself and not necessarily need to be around people constantly will help, perhaps even allow us to relax a bit. So there you have it, Leo. All of the decks I have used will be in the description box below, as well as my PayPal for donations and Instagram for cards of the day. I will see you next time. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. That'd be greatly appreciated. And bye for now.